Hi Libra, this is your check-in. We're going to take a look at what is next for you. What is next for Libra? We're going to pull some tarot cards and then we're going to pull some oracle cards to top it off. What is next for Libra? Ooh. This is looking nice. We have the Two of Wands, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. There might be a decision coming up for you, and something that you want to keep in mind while making this decision is staying true to yourself and your own needs, and you will be rewarded for really taking your own needs into account. Libra, you like to be a little bit self-sacrificing sometimes when it comes to relationships and such, and even like in the workspace. You know, you might take on too many things at times to make things easier for other people. So I do feel there's some situation coming up where you will be in a position to decide, am I going out of my way to appease others, or am I going to appease my own needs? And I think you will choose your own needs over the needs of others, which is really difficult for you to do, and it takes a lot of confidence in your decision. You already don't like making decisions, so it's going to take a lot of confidence and a strong push to be like, no, I'm doing it this time. I'm doing it. I have a good feeling, and you will be rewarded for that good feeling. You will be rewarded in a way that lets you know that it's almost kind of like an instant reward, you know. Don't mean to sound demeaning, but you know, when you train dogs and with dogs, there's such a quick turnaround for their reward system. So when they do something right, they get like a very fast, you're supposed to give them a very fast reward. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm sensing here, is that Spirit is going to give you a quick turnaround on a beneficial opportunity or reward for you, because Spirit knows how much you doubt your decisions, even once they're made. You put so much thought into them beforehand, during, and after. Spirit is very aware of this. So we're going to ask Spirit, how can you navigate what's next? Yes, stand in conviction. Stand in your conviction. Stand by your decision. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the Emperor, we have the Empress, and we have the Six of Wands. And you know what this means? This means stand true in your conviction. Match your actions with your needs. The Empress is a very receiving energy. The Emperor is a very acting energy. So make sure that your actions and your needs and your desires are in alignment. Honor your masculine and your feminine energy in whatever decision you make, and it will lead to victory and a blessing. I mean, this is clear as day. It really doesn't get much clearer than that. We have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and I think this is really about following your intuition and your like little, it's like a little blip of intuitive hits, and really considering your own emotional well-being, because I think you go out of your way to consider other people's emotional well-being a lot of times. So this is really, you know, I mean, with the Ace of Pentacles by itself, I wouldn't say that it's going to be some grand reward, like it's not going to be the grand prize. But then we have the Six of Wands with that. You're going to feel really good about whatever it is that is going to shape out to be your reward, and half of that, half of the battle is just the fact that you're going to stand really firm in your decision, and it's going to make you feel really accomplished, and it's going to make you feel like you did the same thing. And you know what? I have a Libra Mars, and something that I've learned is sometimes Libra energy will seduce us to put other people before ourselves, and we do so without them knowing. And so there can be a tendency to like I was saying, self-sacrifice, but there can also be a tendency to make things more complicated than they need to. It's like this feeling of somebody asking you for a favor, and you really feel like it would be against your boundaries, and for some reason just not something that you want to do. And you're really struggling with yourself, but eventually you decide, I'm just going to tell them I can't do it. And then when you tell them, they're like, oh no, totally fine. Like, that's fine. That's why they asked, right? They didn't demand you do it. They asked you for a favor. And if you're not comfortable with it, it's totally fine. But Libra energy likes to get in their head. So this is just one example how this might play out, where you're going to be in a situation where the repercussions of you denying something aren't as bad as they seem to be. And then also you're just going to be really proud that you made the decision that you made, which is really nice energy. You can feel it. Okay, we have the South Node, we have the 4th house, and we have Pisces. The 4th house is about our family and our home life, our private life. And then Pisces is really about like the emotional aspect of that. Pisces is also the Page of Cups. And then we have the South Node, which is releasing. So what's next for you is really about releasing some kind of pattern that you might have had since childhood. This might be some kind of emotional soothing pattern, putting other people's emotions before your own, some kind of pattern like that you've been conditioned to perpetuate, and you're really kind of stepping out of that and releasing that, because the South Node is all about things that we are ready to release. And then I pulled a card on how you can get closer with spirit in this time, and we got nature. So when you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling insecure about which decision to make, really get in touch with nature. Go outside, spend some time meditating, really taking in, the Empress is a perfect card for nature, really taking in the nature that is around you. Spend some time with just yourself in nature, and I think you'll feel a lot more grounded. Libra, obviously air, you're very in your head, so spending time with nature is going to allow you to get a lot more grounded and feel more secure in the decision that you come up with on your own while you are in nature. And then we have portal. I love this. I love this because portal tells me that this is a very important, even if it is as small as someone saying like, hey, can you do me this favor? Or if it is as big as someone saying, hey, are you going to move in with me or move across the country for this job? And you really making this decision on your own, feeling confident in it, and then being rewarded for having made this decision based on your actual needs. I think this is because you get that reward right after. This is really opening a new portal, a new door to how you move forward when making decisions. This is 23, which reduces to a 5. So there is a change. There's like a positive experience that you're about to have when it comes to your confidence and your alignment, and it's really gonna help you see things in a much more relaxed light when it comes to future decisions. It's like this is gonna give you like a boost in terms of when you moving forward, when you have to make decisions, you like leveled up in confidence when it comes to decision making, which is awesome for you. one more oracle card. Close this reading out. This one. You've been here before. The past is never where you think you left it. The past is never where you think you left it. That is interesting. And I'm really being called to see this pentacle, this circle, which is kind of like the moon, but also it's not. It's like a very like distorted image of a moon. And then there's like this Saturn here. It's a planet, but it kind of looks Saturn-like. But it's interesting. You've been here before. The past is never where you left it. Feels very much like you've been here before and now you're making new decisions. The past is never where you left it. The past is never where you left it is giving me this energy of, in your mind, making things out to be bigger issues than they were, than they are. Letting something fester and it like grows and grows and grows in your mind. Whereas in reality, when you face it, when you actually face it in reality, when you finally make this decision, you're like, oh, that wasn't that hard. That wasn't that dramatic. That wasn't that bad. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Okay, Libra, I'm going to leave it here. I think you have a lot of really cool feelings to look forward to. And I know that sounds kind of vague, but it's more so it's just going to be like you're going to feel like that was the right thing. And that's really exciting for you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for spending some time with me. I hope I get to read for you again sometime. Till then, take care.